Welcome to Blitz. I'm Brian Carter here at White County High School with the one, the only Jenna Gearing. Jenna, thank you so much for your time. I can't believe 4 years is already come and gone for you.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It went by fast.
Now let's go ahead and talk about what happened in the state meet in cross country. It's very heartbreaking when we saw what happened. I mean, I know you were so close to the finish. Walk us through. You were blowing away the rest of the field on your way to a third state championship in cross country, and then tragedy struck. Talk about that and what your emotions were like.
Well, starting out, everyone was nervous. The whole team was excited that it was state, but we were just trying to get through it. And our team's kind of goal was not to go out fast and slowly pick up the speed and start catching people. And so that's what me and a few other of our runners did. So in the first mile, I felt fine. Nothing really hurt, and I was in second. And then halfway through about the second mile, I guess, I made the move, and I was in first place. And my leg had been hurting for a few months now, but I went to the doctor. They said it wasn't a stress fracture. It wasn't anything that would stop me from running. And then on the third mile, something, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because the course was just so muddy or maybe just too many miles. But on the third mile, my leg definitely started hurting. I kind of felt the change. I mean, everyone says I looked fine, I looked strong, whatever. So I was finishing, and it was up the last hill. I felt fine, and then I don't know if I stepped wrong, but it was down the last hill, and I could see the finish line, and everyone was there because it was the final stretch, and I felt my leg, I heard the pop, and I just felt it kind of go. I don't know. It was I don't know what happened, but I stepped more, and I told my mom because both my parents are on both sides. It was kind of ironic actually because I was like, "Mom, my leg's broken," and I fell down, and I tried to get up because I tried to hop, and everyone was freaking out because no one really knew what had happened. So with it breaking, I mean, I tried to hop a little bit, but it hurt too bad, and I ended up getting pulled off.
Oh, that's so sad. Talk about, I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of pain mixed in there as well, but, how was that trying to handle the pain of that moment and then also realizing that your high school career in cross country ends that way when you were so close to the finish line?
Honestly, my leg didn't really hurt compared to how bad it felt not to be able to finish because, I knew not finishing, it would take a spot away from one of the girls on our team, and that would affect our, team score. And I knew individually wise I wouldn't be getting the state championship that I'd been working for a lot this year. So it was harder not finishing than my leg breaking.
Sure, but what was outstanding to watch was how the community rallied around you, and tons of people online were just giving you so much support. And I saw that the school even posted something of you being the 4A state champion, 3-time state champion, because you were. It won't go down that way, but of course everyone knows you were in the lead there. What was that like being able to receive that much support? I'm sure it was a little bit overwhelming.
It wasn't it was overwhelming, but it was also it helped me get through the process of what had happened because there was a few days where I was so down, just the fact that I couldn't do anything in school and sports wise, and then having all the different teams send me letters and all the support online and the school, especially with the banner, it definitely helped. It's what's getting me to the time that I can finally get my cast off.
Well, and that's the golden question right now is how long is Jenna Gearing going to be out? Because for you playing so many sports anyway, we can assume that basketball is probably out for right now, but track and field, I know long distance, you have some multiple state championships and region titles there as well. What's that looking like at this time?
Well, definitely basketball's out, which is sad that it's my senior year, but I'm still just excited that I get to encourage the girls there alongside. But soccer's most likely out too because just the chances, I don't want it to re-break or whatever. But running-wise, Coach Borg has a plan that's hopefully going to get me back into the shape and without re-injuring my leg. So I'm hoping to come back in track, but I know it's going to be a little later than everyone wants, and I want especially.
Well, let me ask you this because I know you work really, really hard and you set high bars for yourself, but how hard is that going to be to stick to a plan where you need to take it easy for a while and not push yourself?
It's probably going to be the hardest thing I do. And me and Coach Borg both know that. But he said he's going to run the first few miles with me because, we'll both be out of shape. So it'll help. I know it'll be fun.
Now, we kind of alluded to some of your achievements. We're talking really 3 state championships in cross country at this point, 3 in track and field as well in long distance running, multiple region titles. When you really step back and look at this, that's got to be pretty surreal.
Yeah, it's definitely insane. And it's a goal that I never pictured I could like manage to get. I mean, being my freshman year, everyone was like, "Oh, she's gonna win state every year," and like no one really understands how hard that is with the competition that just keeps increasing every year. And so being able to do what I was like able to do is just it's amazing. It's something that I'll never like. I'm just very grateful for.
Yeah, and you've definitely put it, you well deserved. I mean, you put in all the hard work that goes with that, and as you said, it's not easy, especially when White County had to jump up a class. That made it tough as well. But you're leaving behind. You're going to be a White County legend. I mean, because you are the most decorated athlete to ever come through here. So you are leaving behind a legacy. What is it you hope people remember most about Jenna Gearing?
I mean, even though I know a lot of people remember like winning state and being the #1 runner, I hope that people remember the rise of cross country through like not only me but our team and how White County slowly got to the top. And I hope they remember that Jalen's freshman year, how crazy it was, and how like our girls this year were off and on with injuries and working, and just mostly the hard work and the friendships that came from cross country. And I hope they continue to succeed in running. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I know you got big things ahead of you as well because you're going to get past this, and we know you're going to get back to where you were and get even better and stronger. But where can we see you at the next level? We look forward to watching the success that you have.
I'm excited to go to wherever I attend school next year to go to next level in academics and in running, but I'm not sure where I'd like to go. I mean, there's a lot of places. UGA is an option, Clemson, Lipscomb's the one I'm most in with right now, but I mean, I'd like to hopefully know by like January, February, early, just so I can verbally commit, and then when signing day comes to sign, just so I can have it all done. Because I know a lot of like higher level runners, girls, they're already like committed and done, and that freaks me out because I'm like, I have no idea. So I mean, I'm excited to see where it goes though.
I'm sure you're going to experience a lot of relief when that day comes, where you can just sign and get it over with. What are your emotions going to be like with your family and with yourself as well?
I mean, with my family, I mean, I know they'll be there to support me the whole way, but I think it's going to be harder than I expect because leaving White County is going to be insane just because all the friendships I have and how the school and all my peers are such supporters. And it's going to be weird having different coaches and teammates next year, but I know I'll come back to watch them and they'll just come see me as best as we can. So.
Absolutely, and you're always going to be a warrior in heart. So last question for you. Again, you played not just cross country and track and field that you competed in, but also basketball and soccer. Did everything else, and you kept a great GPA as a student as well. I don't know how you do all that, but what is it you're going to miss most about being at White County?
That's a hard one. I'm trying to think. Maybe, I think honestly the cross country team, and that's kind of like typical, but like I'm so close with all the teams, but the bond that cross country has, even over the track bond, it's insane. Like people are just like, oh, they're just running, but like you get to know someone after running 12 miles with them, and like all the boys that I run with, they become my best friends, and like the coaches, they're the only people you would really want to go to after cross country, just because like you have the trust in them. So definitely cross country.
Well, there's not many people that want to run for fun. So, well, Jenna Gearing, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it, and look forward to you getting over this injury and you're setting an example about how you respond to this, and everyone's going to remember that, and just wish you the best of luck moving forward.
Thank you, and thank you for having me.